Hey guys, Hook to Clash here. Now I know I've showed a lot of videos on this channel of me doing Zap Lalo in Legends, but there's another really strong attack strategy in Legends that I implore all of you to try out there, and that is Hybrid. Honestly, if you'd asked me probably a week or two ago what I thought the strongest attack strategy for like low to mid Legends was, I would have told you Zap Lalo in a heartbeat. But recently on stream, and hopefully you've been catching the streams, recently on stream we've been trying some Zap Lalo versus Hybrid Legends days just to see which is stronger, and honestly Hybrid came out quite superior in that battle. We did 5 hybrid attacks on stream one day. You can see the first one there was sort of a warm-up attack, 87%. Then we got 4 triples in a row. So we're going to go through all these triples today, and hopefully I can highlight some special part of the hybrid attack and why it's better than Zap Lalo in each of these attacks for you guys, just so you have something to take out of this video. So this first attack, the main thing I'm going to highlight from this is how versatile Hybrid is and how you can improvise on the fly and adapt really easily, which is something that's a bit harder to do with Zap Lalo. Zap Lalo is the sort of thing where everything needs to go right for it to work, whereas with these hybrid attacks, you can have a few things go wrong and you can still sort of scrap a 3-star. So the normal plan that you do on this base with Hybrid that works 10 times out of 10 essentially, and I was talking about this on stream, was you do it like a queen charge in here, and you have the queen walk all the way down here, get all of that, then use the king and siege barracks in over here with a wall break and hybrid through the town hall, because obviously the pathing is really nice for that. So I was attempting to do that here, but as we can see, this Yeti didn't quite get this mortar down. It's literally got a fraction of health, and because of that one mortar staying up, the queen's actually going to walk the wrong way, which is obviously something you don't want, and it's really hard to improvise on the fly. But luckily Hybrid's nice enough. You can see I try and save it with these balloons here to force the queen up, but unfortunately she's definitely going down, and there's not a whole lot we can do at this point except just try and think of something we can do to make this attack strategy still work. So the queen walks down here, she gets into a tornado trap, everything's going wrong at this point. So how can we deal with it? Well, we get the freeze, perfect there. Luckily the queen can reach the single during all of this, and what I do is as soon as I see the queen going this way, I'm like, well, I've got a hybrid in from this way. If I want any pathing to this town hall here. And then I'm actually going to take a bit of a risk here. As you can see, I've got the siege barracks as well. Normally on these sort of core bases, you want to use a blimp for the town hall. So the CC I'm bringing is 6 hogs and 5 sneaky gobs, so that you can use it to bomb the town hall if you need. But we come in with the hybrid, and it's a really wide angle for the hybrid. Honestly, this is not a good path for the hybrid whatsoever. But luckily the king and the siege barracks are going to clear out enough of a funnel that we have enough troops go into the town hall here. And actually we don't have enough troops come into the town hall. Sorry, I lied there. Actually what's going to happen is the town hall is going to be one of the last buildings to go down on this attack, guys. But look how much we have up left. It's crazy. The queen's still doing her thing, taking out the base. The RC still has ability. We still have a bunch of hogs and miners, and we're just going to overwhelm the base. So despite the queen charge not going so great, we still managed to get a lot of value out of her. And despite the hybrid not going great and avoiding the town hall, we still have enough to finish off this base. And that's one of the good things about hybrid. Honestly, it's probably pretty similar with Zap Lalo. Like when your Lalo goes wrong, you can probably overwhelm the base. But hybrid just does really well at when something goes wrong early in the attack, you have the opportunity to turn it around. Whereas because you use so many spells early on in your Zap Lalo, you don't really have the same opportunity to turn it around, say if your Sui goes wrong. So we'll move on to the second attack here. And this is a pretty popular Legends base. I'm pretty sure it's an Itsu Legends base. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it got popularized by Itsu. And the way, in case you're all wondering, the way to take this out with hybrid is to queen charge into either this single or this one. The base is symmetrical, so honestly it's up to you. I just prefer coming into the one on the right hand side here. And then you kind of want to get a second layer wall break kind of here, preferably, to get to this scatter shot there, so that your queen can take the town hall. If not, get this compartment here and your queen will get the eagle, and then you kind of hybrid in from this way to kind of force your queen in. If your queen doesn't get the town hall, you just bomb it, but if she does, that's a huge bonus. So as you can see, we've started the queen charge here. Use the Yeti to funnel. I honestly love using the Yeti in Legends, can't recommend it enough. Then we rage the queen here, and luckily we don't need the freeze, but look how poor this rage is, guys. I did an aggressive rage, but the queen got stuck quite far back, so the healers weren't in the rage spell, so I've already have to pop the queen ability early on. So yet again, the attack's not going very well at the start, and look at this. I'm out of wall breakers. I got 0 wall breakers left, and I can't open this line of wall here, so I can't get my queen any extension through the base. So honestly, it's going pretty bad at the moment. Luckily, this is a pretty nice CC. Obviously, the Headhunters, Hound sort of CCs are infinitely worse, but we get a bit lucky here. But honestly, where the real luck comes into this attack is where this is the wall this queen's going to shoot here. I believe she shoots the wall to the core of the base. So honestly, we did get a bit lucky there. But if you want an idea of how much this is wrecked, I don't actually... I have the blimp here, but at this moment I realize I don't have a siege barracks. And normally when my queen's gonna secure the town hall, you would use a siege barracks to help funnel up your king around the base here. But I have to improvise on the fly, and as you can see, I've used the Stone Slammer because honestly, it's gonna do the best job of funneling out this trash on the outside, better than a wall wrecker or a blimp would. Obviously, it gets targeted by the single and it doesn't last very long, so the siege barracks would have given way more value. But you've got to improvise on the fly, and that's what you can definitely do with the hybrid attacks. And imagine how much more wreck this would have been with the siege barracks, guys. It's just crazy how many troops I've still got up. I've still got a rage spell. I kind of let my queen die because I'm just going to save my rage spell for all these miners I've got streaming through the base. Could have swagged this, but I mean, there's no fun in swagging in Legends. Honestly, you're just hitting, you're not hitting the best bases in the world, so you're not really showing off anything at that stage. Haven't used the RC ability, so this base was wrecked. This plan works really well on the base. Obviously, I got lucky that my queen beat the right wall, but if she hadn't gone for the town hall, you just use a blimp for the town hall there, and your hybrid will have enough to push through the base. As you can see, I massively overkilled that there, so didn't really need the Stone Slammer in the end. The next attack we're going to see here is this is your classic sort of Southern Teaser base, and honestly it looks really bad, but charging from the bottom is the best way to take out these bases, because essentially, I'm going to pause it here for you guys. What you want to do with these, it's more like a diamond style base, right? So if we can just quickly break it up into like a diamond like that. It's also a square on its side, I know, but anyway, so we'll move on. Essentially, what you want to do with these Southern Teaser bases is if you think you can queen charge this bottom area here, even though obviously that's the part of the base they want you to charge because they've got all their traps and DPS there, if you can call their bluff and charge that, I can almost guarantee every time the hybrid going around the base in this sort of L fashion will almost always take out the base, because a lot of these bases have their spring traps by the town hall, all their traps in there as well, all the skelly traps, and a lot of the time they'll have their scatter shots down in this Southern Teaser part of the base. We'll call it ST. A lot of the time they'll have their scatter shots down there. Obviously they don't on this base, but it didn't matter anyway. Honestly, this is like the toughest hybrid you'll see on this sort of Legend Southern Teaser base, and my hybrid still gets through it pretty convincingly. So what you want to do is like queen charge this bottom area. Obviously it looks really difficult, but if you're good with your rages and your freezes, you should be able to get through it fine. So we'll start the attack here and remove all of that drawing. So I'm going to start my queen directly at 6. That's what I do most of the time on these Southern Teaser bases. And I actually realize I make a mistake early in this. When you've got the CC and the Inferno that close together, as you can see their ranges, when I'm luring the CC, I will be in Inferno range. So what you would want to do generally is send like a hog now onto this Tesla here, so that you lure the CC out before your queen's in single range. Unfortunately, I don't do that, but that's just a tip for you all to maybe deal with there. Actually, I try it, but look at it. My queen just gets Inferno range at the last second. Look at it. She's standing literally on the edge of the range, guys. It's kind of unfortunate. I was really lucky it was as easy as a CC as it could be. But what you want to kind of do, if you find yourself in this position, is use your balloons to your advantage here. What I often do is I freeze the single Inferno, and then I send a balloon, and often I try and tank the single Inferno with the balloon, or get the balloon to go in under rage and drop on the single, and it just helps the queen out so much. And as you can see, as soon as the queen picks a direction, we're going to start with the king and the Yeti on one side, just to try and funnel the queen into this wall break here so that she can go in and get all her value. But I don't actually think I end up getting this wall break, guys. So this queen charge honestly doesn't get amazing value when you look at the number of buildings. But when you look at how it helps the pathing through the base, and also you've dealt with the CC and often a bunch of the heroes, makes it really easy for your hybrid. I've actually dealt with every hero at this point, so there's going to be no really tanky hero holding up my hybrid, so it's just full steam ahead for the hybrid. I'll pop my Warden ability right here. Look at that. I get every troop in it. I'm not even sure I take down the Town Hall before the Warden ability wears off, guys. So I think a lot of my hogs are going to get hit by the Town Hall Giga, which is obviously really bad. But when there's no hero to deal with, when there's no singles left on the back end, the heroes are really hard to kill, guys. And we're just going to mow our way through the back end of the base. It's not a ridiculous overkill, but given how bad that charge went, it's going to be pretty comfortable, honestly. Look, the P.E.K.K.A.'s still alive, all the Wizards are still alive, and yes, not all the defenses were max on this base, but didn't matter whatsoever. We have so many troops up, despite that queen charge going badly. So guys, that's honestly, like, if I was being pretty critical of my attacks, that's 3 queen charges that have gone pretty wrong. I haven't executed a lot of them well, and if I'd executed them well, I would have wrecked the bases, but the power of hybrid isn't in when you execute it well, it's when you can overcome executing it poorly and still get the triple. And the last attack here will be on another sort of, it's like a mix of like the Itsu base we saw before and the last base we saw. Yet again, it's sort of this diamond style base, and if you can get your queen charge to deal with the CC and get all of that, your hybrid will 9 times out of 10 be able to deal with all of that. It seems like a lot for it to deal with, but given there's no heroes and there's not a lot of concentrated DPS there, your hybrid will be able to deal with it. So honestly, your queen's just got to get all these buildings here, and it looks like a lot of damage, but when you've got 3 rages and 2 freezes to deal with all of that, you can definitely make this work. Also, I started my queen charge late here because I thought I had a zap Lalo cook, guys. So I was getting prepared to zap, and then I realized I had a hybrid cooked. So I've already wasted 10 seconds at the start where I didn't have a single troop down. So that's kind of fortunate that I still tripled. Shows how, yet again, how strong this army is. As you can see, I'm putting loons down here because I was convinced that in this tile here there was a tornado trap. Fortunately, there was no tornado trap, but often what you want to do on these ones where it looks like the Town Hall is trapped is use your loons and maybe even a hog to try and trigger the tornado before your queen gets there. Because if the tornado was there and my queen shot the Town Hall from there, the tornado has the potential to pull my healers and the queen well into Town Hall range, and then things get pretty bad pretty quickly. So just make sure if you are going to do those queen charges for the Town Hall, that you try and trip any traps as early as possible. So the queen's going good here. I believe I use my 1 headhunter here to deal with the king. No, I don't need it, I guess. The queen raged is doing a fine job, and we got the wall break there. We're just going to go in, deal with the CC and the queen at the same time with the poison, which is always nice. And then, as you can see, we've started the siege barracks on the right-hand side over there. We're going to have the king come in from sort of this area, just so he can clear all of this trash over here. And it leaves a really nice path for the hybrid, guys. The queen's still going strong. I've only used 2 rages. I've still got a 3rd rage for her, and she's going to make it through. I don't think she makes it quite to the end of this attack, but she makes it in a really long way, guys. And as you can see, one of the problems with this kind of wide pathing is it's kind of hard to get all your miners and hogs in the same heal. But I mean, when there's not that much not much defensive power and no heroes to punish a really widespread hybrid, your hybrid can just slowly pick its way through the base. And I've only just hit my Warden ability, guys. I nearly swagged it. I've still got 2 freezes left as well, and the champ ability. This is wrecked. Yeah, it didn't look... Honestly, that hybrid didn't look wrecked. And look at that, my queen lived. But the hybrid didn't look like it would wreck the base. But like I said, when there's no heroes to really punish your troops, your hybrid will make it through more times than not. So it's just all about making the queen charge work on those southern or northern teaser bases. Anyways, there's my mini Legends hybrid guide essentially for you all today. I hope you learnt a thing or two. And if you did, like and subscribe and try and join us for the streams that we're doing semi-regularly. I really enjoy interacting with all of you in chat. Anyways, have a nice day and I'll see you soon.